Good God, man. Okay, so we said live it up and do all this other shit. So let me ask this question: true or false? Women judge and date based on a man's future. Men judge and date based on a woman's past. Women judge and date based on a man's future. Men judge and date based on a woman's past. Miss Nay, true or false?
I would say that's true.
So if a man is judging and dating based on what you've done, is what Tay's saying, should we maybe take more heed to that, or what Sis is saying? Because could it potentially fuck up your prospect? Or do you got to go to Wisconsin and have a hot girl summer like Esha's saying so it don't fuck up your prospect?
You got to go to Wisconsin and have a hot girl summer. Because if he finds out, unless you're honest, you just say it up front. But yeah, I agree. It's true.
Okay. So you agree with that statement?
I do. I definitely do.
So as you look at that statement, and are you a champion of relationships and marriage?
Oh yeah, I'm a champion of that. Absolutely.
So as you read that statement and agree, and then in hindsight, would you still push and champion Hot Girl Summer?
I still would, because if you're being honest with the person and you come out and say, okay, this is what I've done in the past, they still gonna judge you for it.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come put him in the fucking bed. Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
That would say, you know what, I'm gonna accept her for how she is. That happens. It's hard to find, but there are some men that will still accept that, knowing your past. Listen, you know how many hoes out there married right now?
Yeah, there's some hoes married. Yo, look, you guys been on the podcast so long. You guys are noticing when people say some, it don't resonate well anymore. When you guys be out in the world, people say some, do you be like, wait a minute? Do you ever have that thought, like in real life? Like, nigga, you said some, you ain't answering.
Because I always would say all, but I'm like, you know what? Not all, so some. There are hoes out there married right now.
It's just a non-answer. But so, Dana.
Yes. Yes, Hamp. I don't know if I want to answer. You in rare form tonight. That was fucked up.
I'm being nice though. I think Nate just. She the double Dutch champion of the world, man.
Oh my God.
I'm from the Bronx. I love
that. True or false? Women judge and date based on a man's future. Men judge and date women based on their past.
I say false. I think that everybody dates based off of someone's future. Because my past is only what I tell you it is. And so I'm only if you can't judge the things that I don't inform you of, if I don't let you in all of the way, or you let people in slowly and gradually or whatever, you let them know what you want them to know. So if this is a piece of information that I feel that you might judge me for, I might hold on to that one a little bit longer. May not introduce that right at first.
Is omission lying?
Yes.
So you're saying you're gonna make sure that you lie up front to bamboozle him, and then you say, "Yo, by the way, I had a train ran on me in college after he done proposed."
No, what I'm
not saying you had a train, but just like, is that what the hypothetical is?
Not saying that at all. What I'm saying is that when you're getting to know people, you're in control of how much information you divulge to them and at what rate you would divulge it to them.
Sure.
But along those lines, I think everyone is interested in the future more so than the past. Men are interested in what kind of, if he's looking for a wife, what kind of wife is she going to be? What kind of mother would she be? What are her beliefs? What are her values? All of those things, more so with the future in mind, as opposed to the past. I mean, the past is always considered, I think, but I don't think that that's the sole. I don't think it drives men more than the future does.
Take a look at the question.
I'm saying both. I said false.
But look at the question. I understand what you're saying. I think there's some credence to it. Mm-hmm. But the judge part, and if you're dating a woman, you think that's still false?
I have to go off of what the men say, because I don't know. I don't feel like I've ever been judged off of my past before. So I don't think that men who are interested in a certain thing or interested in a certain type of relationship or at a certain stage in life are as interested in judging you in your past. I think that they're more so concerned about what you bring to the table now for the future.
What type of men are those you think that don't care about your past?
I'm not saying they don't care. I'm saying they don't necessarily judge you, because they are of the understanding that everybody has a past, and we're not in our. For instance, if I'm looking to date somebody who's 40 years old, I'm 38. He's not going to judge me so much for the actions that I had when I was, 21, 22. Because there's growth, there's maturity. The same along those lines, I'm not going to judge him for his actions as a 21 or 22-year-old man, because there's growth, there's maturity, life happens, all of those things. I'm not saying that you should disregard it and ignore it, but I think that they're less likely to judge off of the past and more so concerned about what you offer for the future.
You're talking about men, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, okay.
Go ahead.
Let me get another answer before I tear Dana ass up. Esha.
Yes, Hampton.
So your man Dana in the corner talking about hit him with a honey bun after he proposed. Yo, babe, by the way, listen. I had this sex tape. No, let me finish. This is shit Dana just said. Listen, it only circulated around the business school. They ain't make it to the criminal justice school. True or false? Women judge and date men based on their future, men based on a woman's past.
I believe it's true, but I also agree with Dana. Like, you only know as much as I'm going to tell you. As much as I moved, listen, Connecticut to North Carolina, you're only going to know what I tell you. And I've never had a man ask me what I did when I was in college. Never asked me.
Really?
Really. They just know I went to a black school and I had fun.
And you don't believe that they all knew about your fun, and then eventually at homecoming, years later, they're talking about the fun.
She can't take nobody to homecoming.
Oh, I can't. I wasn't homie hopping or nothing like that. You have to go somewhere with that. I wasn't out there like that. But you can't take nobody to homecoming. And I probably wouldn't, because if I'm at homecoming, just like the men go back homecoming and looking at who they used to talk to, trying to see what she doing.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So you would be comfortable with taking your mans to homecoming?
Absolutely. Would they would have said, "Oh, Aisha was a grown woman." Sure was.
Put him in the.
Jerome, what you think about the question? Because y'all wilding right now. Y'all know it too. Y'all chuckling too much.
I think it's true, and I disagree with Dana. I disagree. I think even if they don't ask, they're wondering. They are wondering. They're thinking about it. They don't, especially if you had sex with them, because they're like, where'd she learn this from? What, I think that in their heads, even if they don't ask, they are wondering, how the hell do you know how to do this? Or where did you get that from? Or who did you try this on? It's not that they don't, I think that they do. I think men judge and date based on a woman's past. I think they do.
Yeah.